You'd be a hero. That's what you're all about, right?
Little girl, I am a hero.
Maybe you were.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 redeemed jerks in Disney.
You just gave up the piston cup. You know that?
This grumpy old race car I know once told me something.
It's just an empty cup.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best characters from Disney and Pixar who make a complete 180 personality-wise by the end of their story. We won't, however, be considering live-action movies, so animation only. Lastly, in case you've been anxiously awaiting to watch a major Disney flick, there will be spoilers ahead.
I don't like children.
Who had the best redemption? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Isabela Madrigal, Encanto. Beautiful, graceful, and poised, Isabela is annoyingly flawless.
Our angel.
Please don't clap.
Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
To hammer the point home, she usually appears surrounded by bouquets of flowers. The tension between her and Mirabel is anything but subtle, and things really come to a head when Mariano's proposal goes wrong, even though Isabela doesn't even want to get married in the first place.
The only thing you have ever done for me is mess things up.
Nothing is messed up! You can still marry that big dumb hunk!
I never wanted to marry him. I was doing it for the family.
While confessing her feelings to her younger sister, the golden child conjures a cactus, something she's never done before. In doing so, she frees herself from the expectation of being perfect and explores the range of her power.
Seize the moment, keep going. What can you do when you know who you wanna be isn't perfect, but I'll still be okay. Everybody clear the way.
With this change in attitude, Isabela quickly becomes a more likable and relatable supporting character. Number 9. Michael Goob Yagoobian, Meet the Robinsons. Even though his robotic accessory is evil, Bowler Hat Guy himself is simply a jerk with a grudge. It's revealed that the middle-aged man is actually a future version of Lewis's roommate, Goob.
But today everyone that beat me up called me Puke Face, and Butterfingers, and Booger Breath. Nice to see that they're branching out.
As a child, the young athlete was kept awake by Lewis the night before a big game.
Coach took me aside and told me to let it go. I don't know, he's probably right.
No! Everyone will tell you to let it go and move on, but don't.
He fell asleep on the field, missed a crucial catch, and caused his team to lose. Goob grew up bitter, eventually coming to blame everything on his former friend.
If you hadn't kept me up all night working on your stupid project, then I wouldn't have missed the catch. So I devised a brilliant plan to get my revenge.
Once Bowler Hat Guy realizes how Doris was manipulating him, though, he shows remorse for his actions. The character's true redemption comes when Lewis alters the timeline.
Go, go, wake up!
The kid genius wakes the baseball player up just in time for him to make the winning catch. Number 8. Dr. Jumba Jookiba, Lilo and Stitch. While Stitch can certainly be a jerk in his own right, for this list, we're concerned with his creator. Jumba is a self-proclaimed evil genius and the cause of intergalactic chaos.
I didn't teach him that. Place that idiot scientist under arrest. I prefer to be called evil genius.
The alien scientist is egotistical and apathetic about others, so it's no wonder he's responsible for hundreds of unlawful genetic experimentations. On top of all that, he invades the home of a 6-year-old girl without a second thought.
Oh, hiding behind your little friend won't work anymore. Didn't I tell you? We got fired this morning. Your rules.
His redemption does come, but only once he's convinced to help save Lilo.
What? After all you put me through, you expect me to help you just like that? Just like that? Fine.
Although he continues to be arrogant, the extraterrestrial becomes a member of the family in the end. Number 7. Flynn Rider, Tangled. When you hang out with ruthless criminals, you're sure to start acting like one. Rapunzel's love interest is a cocky, swashbuckling thief when he's first introduced.
Now help us up, pretty boy.
Sorry. My hands are full.
What?
He's shown betraying his partners in crime at the beginning of the movie and has very obvious intentions to deceive Rapunzel too. But as we always love to see in the enemies to lovers trope, the two begin to develop a strong bond over the course of their adventure together.
All at once, everything is different now that I see you.
Flynn shows more and more of what makes him Eugene Fitzherbert, and as he falls in love with Rapunzel, Eugene finds his priorities have shifted. By the end of the film, the rogue is not only brave, but also selfless to no end.
Rapunzel?
Eugene.
Did I ever tell you I've got a thing for brunettes?
Number 6. Anastasia Tremaine, Cinderella 2: Dreams Come True. Like many adaptations of the classic fairy tale, Disney's animated story includes two wicked stepsisters. Drizella and Anastasia are not totally evil per se, but rather catty and jealous.
Oh, God, please stop. And now you
Girls.
As secondary antagonists, they assist their mother in dominating Cinderella's life. It's not until the sequel that one of the sisters is presented sympathetically. Anastasia develops feelings for the village baker and learns the age-old lesson that it's not what's on the outside, but on the inside that counts.
You deserve better.
Come along.
No, Mother. You're wrong. Hey, sweet.
She's wonderful.
Her character is further developed in the third installment, Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time, where she redeems herself once more by refusing to go along with her mother's nefarious plot.
And now for you.
Oh, turn her into a toad, Mother. Stop.
No more.
Number 5. Lightning McQueen, Cars. The anthropomorphized race car is a rising star on the track, and he knows it. Unfortunately, his newfound fame has gone to his head. Lights. The hotshot shows little respect for others, including his own pit crew.
Chuck, what are you doing? You're blocking the camera. Everyone wants to see the bolt. What? Now back away.
Ah, that's it! Come on, guys!
Ow! Whoa, team! Where are you going?
We quit, Mr. One-Man Show!
Oh, okay, leave.
The slimiest bit of all, though, might be when he accidentally destroys a small town and thinks only of hitting on who he assumes to be his attorney.
All you have to do now is stand there and let me look at you. Listen, I'm gonna cut to the chase. Me, you, dinner.
What the? Ow!
Charged with restoring the main road, the specialty car spends multiple days in Radiator Springs, where he befriends the locals and learns to appreciate the small things in life. When he returns to the racetrack, he's armed with humility and compassion.
You just gave up the piston cup. You know that?
This grumpy old race car I know once told me something.
It's just an empty cup.
In the end, Lightning McQueen values good sportsmanship more than winning an empty cup. Number 4. Maui, Moana. Loosely based on the lovable mythological hero, this demigod is the cause of trouble in Disney's animated story. While he has performed many deeds for the good of humanity, Maui is also responsible for stealing the heart of Te Fiti.
The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel, I buried its guts. Sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway.
Not to mention, he's kinda full of himself. The immortal trickster avoids facing the consequences of his mistake and refuses to make things right. He tries multiple times to abandon Moana despite being destined to team up with her.
I got your back, chosen one. Go save the world.
Maui. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Still, respect for the chief's daughter would eventually be formed, and he'd stand by her as she returned the heart to its rightful owner.
Look, what I did was wrong. I have no excuse. I'm sorry.
Number 3. Tinkerbell, Peter Pan. The Neverland Fairy doesn't need to say a word for it to be obvious that she is not a fan of Wendy. Tink goes out of her way to make the girl's life difficult, actually almost getting her killed more than once.
Wendy Bird!
Wendy Bird?
Flying this way?
Pan's orders are... What? Smash?
Tink, stop!
Tinkerbell's resentment stems from her infatuation with Peter and the jealousy that comes with seeing him with Wendy. However, when her collusion with Captain Hook lands Peter in danger, the fairy is willing to sacrifice herself.
Hey, Tink, look what Wendy left. Hey, stop that! Stop it! What's the matter with you?
It's on the brink of going out that she insists Peter save Wendy instead. It's a sweet gesture, but the leader of the Lost Boys reveals just how much the fairy means to him.
Are you alright? Wendy? The boys? But I've gotta save you first!
Number 2. The Beast, Beauty and the Beast. This is a character who doesn't learn his lesson until it's almost too late.
For she had seen that there was no love in his heart, and as punishment she transformed him into a hideous beast and placed a powerful spell on the castle.
He's turned into a beast by an enchantress because of his cold-heartedness, and only continues to keep up his bad attitude and poor manners years down the road. He entraps Belle's father, tries to force her into dining with him, and is pretty brutish all around.
Then go ahead and starve! If she doesn't eat with me, then she doesn't eat at all.
So yeah, people skills aren't his thing. Luckily, through his relationship with Belle, the Beast learns to care for others.
I can't believe it. I've never seen so many books in all my life.
You like it?
It's wonderful.
Then it's yours.
Not only does he give his captive an entire library, he lets her leave when her father is in danger. By the end of their story, he is a man with empathy and compassion and has truly earned the lifting of his curse.
It is you.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Iago, the return of Jafar. The opportunistic bird realizes being good works in his favor.
Oh, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to free the chump genie so he can save your chump boyfriend.
Kenai, Brother Bear. Remorse and selflessness sets him on the right path.
You are going to get a whole new perspective on things. Oh, do you see in black and white or color? Hey, listen to me. You got yourself into this mess.
Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph. An unintentionally destructive villain learns how to be his own kind of hero.
I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
Gabby Gabby, Toy Story 4. A child's love is all this sour heart needed.
Are you lost too?
I'm Gabby Gabby. Will you be my friend?
I'll help you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kuzco, the Emperor's New Groove. Entitled Egotistical and Rude, this character is initially, like, the worst.
No! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
You were saying?
Similarly to the Beast, he becomes more in touch with his humanity during his time as an animal. To begin with, the young royal is self-absorbed enough to feel justified in taking his subject's land, not to mention throwing an old man out of the palace window.
And build your summer home somewhere else.
I got a little secret for you. Come here. No, closer. I don't make deals with peasants!
Kuzco gets a reality check during his time as a llama, and he comes to respect the people of his kingdom thanks to his friendship with Pacha.
You just saved my life.
Huh? So?
I knew it.
Knew what?
That there is some good in you after all.
No.
Admit it.
Wrong.
Yes, there is.
The Emperor gets the best of both worlds in the end. He has not only a summer house, but also friends to share it with. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.